Howdy ho.
Oh,
Howdy
hello
ho.
there. I am Ruby the Reindeer, and this is. Welcome to having lunch with us. This is lunch. It's about 4:45 in the afternoon, and we're having lunch, but this is summer, so it's fine.
Yes. About an hour and 15 minutes until the Board of the Day episode 3 comes out.
Oh, yes.
Indeed.
So it's
Anyway,
lunch with
yeah.
Whippertube and Ruby the Reindeer. And today, with lunch, we thought we'd enjoy a bit of a seagull
A seagull.
flying
Looking,
very
yes.
strangely, and also Sagrada.
And some food.
And yes, with lunch.
Yes, but
What are we having for lunch?
I don't know. Like,
Have you tried it?
yeah, I mean, there's like halloumi and
Yes, except that it's not halloumi,
or whatever.
because halloumi is supposed to be made in a certain area of the world, I think. So this is something. It resembles halloumi, but it's Finnish. So I think it was called halla or something.
I don't know.
I don't know. Anyway,
And-
it's
and-
halloumi representative and tomatoes baked, oven baked tomatoes with an omelette of sorts, and some bread that we got yesterday from a guest who came from the town of.
I don't know.
No,
I can't remember.
Kouvola. That's the one. And so they have this specific bread that they make in Kouvola, and that's the Kouvola bread. Very nice. Lunch. If you've never played Sagrada before, you can play it on your own, or you can play with the basic game. You can play with up to 4 people. There's different colored window paintings from the church, Sagrada Familia Church in Spain. And you are the window maker, and you're supposed to be collecting different colored glass onto your board
Yes.
to come up with a beautiful window.
Yep, and you come up with a beautiful window with these.
Which are dice of different sorts and different
With
colors.
these.
Yes.
Yes, dice. So, yeah. You roll dice, you roll a certain amount of dice every turn, and you pick them up and put them to your board, and then you see what happens.
Yeah, it's a lovely game. Besides the fact that it's beautiful, it's a graphically gorgeous game. It's beautifully made, and it's got beautiful pieces, and they are durable and glass and plastic and all good things. Sagrada is a nice game to play. It doesn't take too long. It's a nice game to play over lunch, for example. So you begin by choosing which window you'd like to make. Have you chosen yours?
No.
I chose mine.
We should probably look at our special quest.
You can look at yours, because I've already looked at mine, and
Yep.
you can show it to the camera, but
Yep.
you can't show me
So,
because
for
I don't
example,
want to see.
I have this kind of a color, and at the end of the game, the points are determined.
And
of
here's
the card.
mine.
Yes, the points are determined as such, where however you calculate how much. I can't speak. You calculate how much is the kind of total number from the amount of this colored dice, and that's the amount of points you get from that specific category.
I think we'll get to that by the
Yes.
end of this video. So to begin with, you will be choosing your window, your game board. There's 4 different colors of game boards, and Whippertube is usually the kind of bluish one, and I'm usually the kind of purpley one, because we like those things. And then before you start, you get to choose between 4 random window pieces that you can make. I chose mine already because I was here first. I chose Bellsguard, which looks like this. On the bottom here it says 3 dots, so it means that I get 3 of these glass pieces, which are helping me along. The easier the board is, the less of the helping points you get. but I'm getting 3.
Yeah. I can't decide. Because I could go in for British Racing Green, which is
Yeah.
always quite nice.
It's nice.
But
But it's
also,
quite difficult. Is it?
well, it's only 5.
Well,
If-
okay.
Only 5. 6 is the most. So
And 3 is the least, I think.
yeah. And I mean, I have a decision between either 5 or 6, so like the second or the most difficult ones in this case. So I believe I will go with the Symphony of Light because
That's
it
nice.
looks cool and it's got a cool name.
So you slide the thing inside your little board, and then it ends up looking like this. And while it ends up looking like this, you can see there's different colors. Some of the board pieces are white, some of them are colored. The colored ones require this requires a blue die, and this requires a yellow one, and this requires a green one. And then there's also numbers. The die pieces that require a certain number. Oh my word! You need to have a certain numbered die to place on there, and you can't break the rules unless these cards say that you can.
And in the case that you break the rules, you've got to take out dice from your board until the problem is fixed. Usually you don't want to take out all the things because every board piece that you don't put a thing in is -1 point in the end. So
So the game has 10 rounds, and depending on the size of your troupe with which you are playing, 10 rounds. You pick up dice from the dice bag, which is nicely named Sagrada here. And you pick up how many dice you pick up depends on how many people are playing. So if there's 2 people playing, it'll be 5 dice.
one more than... No, actually. The amount of players times 2 plus 1.
Yes, because one round, on one single round, you need 2 dice per player, and then you need to have 1 dice that is marking the round that you have. So one of the dice is going to be a leftover. So there's a bit of things to choose from. You get help along the way. You can use the glass pieces to buy some help, and these are the helping cards. There's a random selection of them in the game box, and you get to choose randomly 3 different ones. These are helping, and we'll read them out in a bit, but not quite yet. And then there's also things that you need, things that you get points from. You get points from filling up your board with dice. You also, as in, at the end of the game, if one or 2 or 3 or however many of your board places are empty, those are all -1 per point. But there's also missions that you can accomplish and get extra points. So this one we already talked about. Then there's these common ones that are that you can do, that everybody who's playing the game can do. There's one of these, the first one in here, it has numbers 3 and 4. So if you get a set of 3 and 4 in your board at some point of the game, you get at the end of the game 2 points. If you have 3 sets of 3 and 4, you get 6 points at the end of the game. Same goes for numbers 5 and 6 here. And
Yes.
then the third one is called... I'll eat.
Color diagonals. So effectively you count the number of diagonally adjacent same color dice. So say I would have on this Water of Life board, I would have put these 3 blues here because they must be blue in these slots. Then this will be counted as 1, 2, 3 diagonal blocks. So that's how it works. I should probably throw this away.
Mm-hmm. And this.
Yeah.
So who's gonna go first? Oh my word. You played it wrong. You were supposed to play scissors.
Yeah, but I don't play scissors twice in a row. That would be stupid.
Silly.
Anyway, so in the case of this game, as we said, it's 5 it's 5 dice that we take out from here. I think that is 5 if I'm not too
Well,
incorrect.
if you
That
are
is
2 and I am 2, that's 4, and then
plus 1.
1 extra, that's 5.
Indeed. So we have some dice in here. We have a yellow 1, a yellow 5, a green 1, a green 3, and a red 4. And to begin with, you must put your dice onto the edges. So the first die must be on the edge of the game board. It can't be in the middle, because that just wouldn't make any sense. So I believe I shall start with a yellow right here, the yellow 1.
And how the turn goes is that whoever starts the turn gets to choose the first die. Then I, sitting next to them, can choose the next one. And I, since I'm the last one off the table before the beginning player, I need to choose another one. And then the round goes backwards. However many players there are. There's also an expansion. Not an extension, but an expansion of Sagrada. Yes, for between 5 to 6 players. So I don't know. I need to pick up something.
You see, 5 to 6 players.
There's a fly on the wall. Right. So I don't know what I want.
Yep.
That's tricky. So you need what? Do you need diagonals? 5s and 6s and 3s and 4s. I'll begin with a red one. Oh, we haven't talked about those. Maybe you should. And another one. I need to pick up another one.
So indeed, with these things, we were supposed to talk about them, or we didn't talk about them. They are special powers that you can use to do some otherwise illegal and sometimes just helping moves on the board. And how they work is you can use the glass things to get them, and the first one who gets them, for them it costs 1 of those glass balls, and after that it costs 2. So say if I would be placing this, doing this one, whatever it does, move any 1 die in your window ignoring value restrictions. If I would be the first one to do it, I would pay 5. I would I would pay 1, and then if you would be up next and you'd want to do the same thing, it would take 2 from you.
Don't take 2 from me now.
No.
I don't want to use that. Besides, it's your turn.
Exactly. Now I had a plan, but then it kind of backfired. So.
It happens.
And this is actually terrible because.
You started from a corner. That's a silly thing.
No, that's not a silly. Actually, that is also a silly thing. But I can't place any block anywhere because I can't. Because the same color or the same number dice can't be put in the same. Can't be put next to each other. Which means that since these are the only 2 places where I can place my things, neither one of these is red, so I can't place it there. And over to here, there is a yellow 5 there. There's a yellow 1 here, so I can't put a yellow there. There's also a green 1 and a yellow 1 there, so I can't put 2 1s together, so I can't do anything. Unless I do any of these.
That one works for you.
You don't need to tell it. I can figure it out myself. So move any 1 die in your window, ignoring color restrictions. I see. Or then ignoring value restrictions, or then move exactly 2 dice.
But you don't have 2 dice.
Yeah. I guess I'm just gonna do this. And I'm going to move the yellow one out of the corner, right here. Yep.
And then it works. Then you can,
And actually,
yes,
it
you
does
can,
work,
it does.
but I could also just go on ahead and do this. And then I could just grab this and then do this.
Mm-hmm.
Then that's
Oh,
fine.
so for placement, you can, after the first one has been put on the outer edges of your window, the next ones need to be put either next to each other, adjacently, or the corners diagonally, the corners touching.
Yeah.
So the first round is done, and this one
Indeed. It goes over to there.
goes over to there.
And it does basically nothing in this case, but sometimes it does something.
And if you play this game on your own, you play a solo game, these things have a big importance because they kind of determine whether you win or not. Now that's nice. How does it work?
That's kind of stupid.
Yes.
Everything's still executable, but
I can't
it's
take
stupid.
a 3 because there's a 3.
Yep.
And for a diagonal, I can get a green one that fits here. That's kind of nice. That's mine.
I'll just place this one here. Oh yeah.
Go on.
There we go.
And then this is the extra one. Nobody wanted a 6. That's weird. You'd need 5s and 6s too.
Right. I can just do this. I can just do this. Wait.
No. That's my turn first.
Well, in that case, in that case, it's this. Yeah.
Oh no, that's silly. I can take this one. Place it here. That one doesn't work. Is there a 4 somewhere? There's a 4 there. But there's a green 1, but then that needs a green, so I can't put that there, and I can't put a 1 there. Or I can put the 5 there. That's a doable one.
Well, then you can use these things.
Yes, but I don't need to. I think I'll do this. And that's it. I need 6s.
Oh. Ooh.
Ooh, and then you can't do anything.
Oh.
Can you? Oh. You've made a mistake.
Yep.
Or actually, well,
Not a mistake necessarily, but
not a mistake yet.
yet.
But you need to fix it at some point.
Oh, I can easily do it.
What is it with these yellow fives? And there's a blue one. That'll do.
I shall be taking those. And then I guess I can just ignore all the value restrictions and then slap this boy here. And then take this one and... No, I can't put it... Can't put it there because there's a thing there. Well, then I can just do this. Because you were talking about the blue one, you know.
Yes.
So then you don't need to take it.
What I meant to do was to take a 6.
Whatever.
Your turn. Oh, you
Just
can't
in-
see the ones on the video.
Just in case you didn't have enough 6s. There you go.
Well, that's nice. 6s were needed.
Oh, well, this is bollocks as well. Because I just put a blue there.
It's a fly. This is a
Anyway.
game for 2 people today, not for flies.
And then there's a pink there. And then there's yellows around this thing.
A pink.
Violet. Whatever it is. So I can't put any of these 6s onto the 6. Instead, I shall use the power of green.
Well, now there's a yellow thing that's not a 5. So I can place it there. There's a 6. That needs to be a blue one. But I can't place a yellow. No, that can't be blue and that can't be purple either. And what's
You
missing
can
from
place a
here?
green in the 5.
That's a 6, so I can't do that. I can do a green 5 there.
That's what I just said.
Maybe. But I don't need more 5s, I need more 6s. I need one more 6. But I'll still do this. Done. You don't have any reds. That's weird. There's no reds.
Yep.
And no blue. And no 6. Now this can be... This was supposed to be a red one. Is there a 1? There's a 1 but it doesn't go there. There's a 4 and it can't go there. There's a 3. That could be a 3. A 3.
Do as you please. I'll be
Yes.
taking a yellow 4, slapping it right there, and putting... No, I can't put the violet 2 either, because there's a 2 right next to it. So that's nice. Let's then rethink the whole thing. That's doable.
Mm-hmm. Now let's see. That could quite nicely be a violet number 2.
Yep.
Purple. We say violetti. That's why it's so easily violet. Oh, there's a red one. It's nice. Except
And
that my
you-
red can't be a 5.
And yeah, you know who's going to take the red whenever they can. Because that's the only red that I need. And so if it exists, then I might as well take it.
That could be a 3. Just about, but it would be nice if it were a red one, so I could get the diagonal. That can't be, and that one can't, and that one can't be, and there's no 4, and there's no blue ones. This one can't be a 2 or a 5, but this one can. So if I take a 3 here, and this one could be a 5. That's silly. Kind of looks like I'm collecting yellows. Your turn.
And we have completed the 7th round.
The neighbors are doing something weird. Now there's red ones. And no blues. I need 2 blues. I need a 1.
Did you decide to take that exactly because it's the only thing that I could have put into this
No, I didn't
slot?
look at your thing at all. See,
You
if you
still decided.
if you want, you can have a look at the other person's thing, like a board,
Yeah.
and decide to go against them. But there's hardly any time for that usually in this game, and I haven't paid any attention, so.
Now I think the best option for me in this case is in fact to use a thing that will ignore value restrictions, and I can move this one in the middle there. That's a 6.
If you ignore
Oh
value,
wait,
you
ignore
can't
ignore the this.
color.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then
That was your second one, no?
no, that was my action thing here. And then this is my second. I'll just do this. That's fine.
Mm-hmm. I had a vision for this. That was my vision.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Your turn. 2 more rounds.
And here's where it starts getting a bit tighter. The kind of placements for the different dice and such. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Slightly different. I think this is the best option.
Mm-hmm. Bollocks. Sorry. Mm. Oh, here's one.
Yep, that's also one.
So, I need a blue one here. That can't be 3, 6, 1, or 4. So that can be a blue 3. No, 3 is already there, so I can't put... That can't be a 3 or a 4, so I can't put a blue one here. This blue could be a 3 or a 4, and this one can be a blue one, and it can be something other than 5 or 4. So this can be a 3, or it can be a 1. I can't place the 1 in here because there's a green one and a yellow one, so I'm left with...
Basically nothing.
No, I'm left with 2 options. I can place 4 here,
And then you've got another one.
and I can place either a green 1 or a blue 3 here. Oh, the green one would work because there's a green, then it's diagonal. That's good.
So you
Now.
decided to take that.
Take that, yes. Although I preferred the New Kids on the Block.
Oh well, the turn has the
Oh,
tables
no.
have turned, and it is your turn again.
The turns have tabled.
Yep.
Oh. Mm-hmm. Stay. Oh my word. The blue fits.
Go on.
3, 4,
Yes.
1
yes.
and 6, and that's a 2. It fits here. But then I'm stuck after that.
Well, I'm kind of stuck as well because I've kind of like got to have. Oh wait, this actually works because I've still got 2 of these, and I've just got to ignore value restrictions. Move these one here.
Ooh. Also, at the end of the game, the glass bally things are
Yeah,
worth 1
yeah.
point each.
So I moved this one with the ignoring value restrictions. So I've been able to place a 1 into a 2. Now I've got a green here, which fits in here, as such. And then I can just put this red 6 here. And I believe that is a complete game board
That's perfect.
on a 6-ball difficulty thing.
Well, that's silly
Mm-hmm.
because I have a purple here and I'd need a 1 in here. There's no one,
no one.
there. So if I buy the, I'll have these so I can buy something. If I buy the value restriction here, I still can't place that because those are purple and there's a purple here. What does this one say?
Then you can move something else.
Move exactly 2 dice obeying all placement restrictions. Oh,
That's kind of
terrible.
yep.
But if I do that, one of those might fit. Is there a 1 here?
That's whatever.
Oh, but if I move this one here,
Then yeah.
that would be
Oh, wait.
1.
But then you can still move something else onto the place of that, and then just yep. There's a lot.
I
of
can move.
greens.
I can move that one there.
No, you can't. There's a lot of greens on that area. There's 2 greens surrounding it, so you can't put it. And
that's
there's also
true.
a 5 as well. There's
That's
a green
true.
5 right next to it. So
Oh, that's terrible. What does this one say? That was a 6. Oh, but that needs a yellow one. I don't know. Maybe I'll just leave this because I have 3 points here and I'll only lose 1 point with this one. Then yes.
but does it compensate? I mean, you can always see that you've got 3 6s. Oh yeah, you've got 3 5s, so that also wouldn't add anything to these.
True.
Yep, yep.
There we go. So I'll be finishing the game with 1 empty spot.
And so this go like this.
Mm-hmm.
And then they kind of just like it didn't work.
So at the end of the game,
We have our
you turn the game round tracker around.
and we have these things.
You can't see it from there. They can see it from here.
Well, these things. These things.
Things.
Anyway,
Now, do we...
no, that's the. We'll do that last. So then it's exciting.
Okay. Well,
Um,
fine.
Medium shade, sets of 3 and 4 values anywhere. Well, I've got 1, 2, 3 threes, and 1, 2, 3 4s. So that means that I've got 6.
I have 3 4s and 3 3s. So that means 6.
Alright. The deep shades of 5 and 6 are up next, and I have 3 6s and at least 3 5s, which means that I also get 6 from that.
Well, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 5s and 1, 2, 3 6s. So I get 6 from those.
Well, that's rather equal.
Mm-hmm.
And then we've got the color diagonals.
Those are difficult to count.
I've got just have to think it somehow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, I think. 12 is quite good. So 12.
Hold on,
plus
can you
12.
go through that again?
No.
No.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Uh-huh,
That's
maybe.
it.
Can you count mine? Because I'm stupid with these. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the red ones are all counted. And those are counted.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's it. That's 12. We're still equal. But then here's where it changes. You get up 2 points because
Yes.
3
minus
one
1.
equals 1, 2. And I get 0 because because I don't have any of these things left.
Then there's the last ones, which are these.
Yep. And we will see that I unsurprisingly had yellows, and you maybe even surprisingly had greens. Anyway, so it's 6 from here, 9, 13, 18, 22, 26 in total. So that goes up to 50.
50. Now mine are green, and there's 1. That's 6 altogether. That's 16, 17, 18, 19.
I think 9. Yep, that's not enough.
No.
So I win by 5 points.
Yes, you do.
Indeed.
That's nice. Now, if you might be wondering what we're having for dessert, we're having quark, which is something that some of you know, Finns know. It's kind of like yogurt, but not quite. It's a bit like soft cheese, but not quite. It's kind of like a mixture between soft cheese and yogurt. And then you mix it with whipped cream, sometimes a tiny bit of sugar if you need some, and fruits or berries or
Stuff.
sweets or whatever. We are having pineapple and banana quark. Damn you. It's nice. There's also a tiny bit of mango there.
Nice. Yeah. So is this like? Do we have anything to say about the
No.
whole game situation
We
and
don't
all
have
the
anything
whole
to say.
things?
Sagrada's a nice game. But that's what we stated at the beginning of this video. So,
yeah, that's kind of this is it.
this is it. Lunch is done. And you've been following our lunch with our game, Sagrada game.
Yep.
Hey, thanks for sticking around. Come and have lunch with us the next time, too. That'd be nice. See you around. Bye,
Hey
then.
ho.